All right, so today, guys, we have two cars for you guys. We got a McLaren 570, and then we have a GTR. Two pretty interesting cars. They both shoot flames. Both look pretty damn good, too. We're actually on our way there right now. It's a 7-hour drive from here. We got Ryan right here. You can see him with all the sound equipment. He's running audio. And so if it sounds like shit right now,
then it's my fault.
I'm surprised we haven't done a GTR yet. San Francisco's a cool place. I'm hoping that we get a bunch of cool shots for you guys, some different spots, some different locations. I know you guys are all fans of cars, but you know, cinematography and making videos was always my first passion. So we're gonna kind of take you along both sides of it. We'll show you some of the shooting, some of the, you know, some of the actual footage that we shot, but then also some of the behind the scenes of just got to the hotel. We'll catch up with you guys tomorrow for shooting. Ready to see some cars right now. We're about to meet up with John. John has the McLaren and the GTR, among a bunch of other cars as well. We're heading to Stance Lab first. Stance Lab is gonna be the spot where we just kind of check out all the cars. Then we're gonna go ahead and take out the cars for some really cool shots. So we're headed there right now. Sweet. Place looks dope. Let's get it. You got all right here. Thing looks clean. Damn. All right. John, nice to meet you.
Cody. Dude, man, good to meet you in person.
All right, so we're at Stance Lab today.
Yep.
Right?
Absolutely.
We got Wilson. Is it Wilson?
Wilson. Yes, Wilson.
Cody, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, man. I see a couple little gems back there, so show me
Yeah.
around a little bit.
So this is Liberty Walk GTR 2015, and it's got the Liberty Walk Type 2 kit. There's not too many, you know, around. I think it's the first one in the Bay Area.
Tell me about when you bought this car. What was your inspiration behind it? Like where did you go? Hey, this is what I want to make.
Yeah. Well, I bought the car, you know, new in 2015. And honestly, I was just watching every single one of those Motor Trend, World's Drag Race type of things, and GTR would always win. And you know, growing up like down in LA, like those are kind of my roots, you know, Japanese cars, you know, going to like whatever, underground races, like on Thursday nights, Saturday nights, and things like that. So I wanted to just get back into it.
When you first got the car, what was your initial thought? Did you have like a route you wanted to take with it?
It's weird, like in the beginning, back then, 2015, it was kind of like, they say it's like a computer game.
Yeah.
You know, everything's done for you, all the programming. I'd have to agree, you know, because sometimes there's no reason why I should be going through that turn so fast, but I was doing it.
Did you feel like it took away from the driver experience though?
No, because I kept pushing it.
Yeah, okay. It makes sense. It's almost like you could push it harder.
Yeah,
absolutely. Because you had things doing it for you.
You kept pushing it, and then you still, you know, try to find the limits.
Tell me about some of the mods going on here.
You know, engine-wise, I mean, this car is like what they call fully built, or FBO, you know, fully built with all the bolt-on options. We have a AMS, like a front-mounted intercooler, a race version, wide pipe, mid-pipe, exhaust. I mean, it's, you know, basically all straight through, you know, so thing shoots flames.
There's obviously some kind of tune,
So
right?
there's a tune. So I run an Ecutech.
Okay.
And the guy that tuned it is actually in England, this guy named Ben Linney. There's a dongle that sits at the OBD2. Then you unlock to actually load programs like
Oh, that's cool.
in there.
Is it pretty easy to switch back between to a
That's-
stock tune or no?
Yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Yeah.
It only takes like, whatever, a couple minutes
Yeah,
or
because
something
that's kind of
like that.
similar to like the Subaru generation has like the access port.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I used to run the access port, to be honest,
Yeah.
and then the Ecutech is better for flames.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why it has actually something called a Godzilla mode. So you actually have this app, and then you tap it, and it goes Godzilla mode. And then it does this pops, it bangs, and then like you kind of find your way, like how to actually get the flames. I kind of have the right method, to do it right now.
Talk to me about the exterior styling.
Okay.
Like, it's a pretty aggressive car.
So the difference with the Type 2 versus like the 1.5 and the 1 is like, for instance, like the carbon fiber hood.
Yeah.
And then I, partially painted it because, kind of like I wanted to match more and not just have like a whole black hood,
Yeah.
because I just think it just goes better.
And
like
it makes
this
sense.
way.
It's cool how you guys did it like actually on the lines too, because it wouldn't make sense if you didn't have those lines there.
Absolutely,
You know
we
what I mean?
followed the lines. I still have the exposed carbon in the middle, so the whole thing's carbon fiber. Also, it has like the louvers, on this one. There's,
Yeah.
like you said, the big canards, a much bigger diffuser. One thing different I did about it though is I didn't choose their GT wing or their the Liberty Walk duck wing. What I did was actually design my own. So because I wanted something a little more like wider. The
Yeah.
Liberty Walk one is only this big, and it just kind of goes up like yay high.
Yeah, yeah, I've
So I was
seen
like,
it, yeah.
oh, dude, forget that. So we actually kind of shaved something out of foam and then molded it
No
by
way.
fiberglass, and then actually molded it to the car. And since I was painting the whole car anyways, inside and out, we were able to just make everything match.
Why paint the car? Did you was that something from the beginning that you were like?
Yeah.
Because typically someone buys a
They
car,
wrap it.
right? You can wrap it. You can do
Yeah.
something. Why go to the extent of fully painting the car?
So I wanted, for one, I wanted to look clean, like you
Okay.
said, and then two is because like, there's, whenever you buy any kits, like it is what it is. Like there's certain parts that have like waves.
Yep.
There may be certain fitment things that you have to kind of solve and fix and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So I said, well, okay, let's just, all those parts will, fiberglass those, and we'll just make it all have perfect fitment. That's
Yeah.
what I said. I wanted it, and I kid you not, like the doors, they close like quieter than stock right now, because like
So you basically went to the extent of
we
making sure-
improved it. We
Yeah, yeah.
improved OEM.
Why this color? And what color is this?
This is called Grigio Estoque, and it's a Lamborghini color. It's usually on Aventadors. I chose this color because I wanted to keep with the whole interior, being red. To be honest, my daughter chose it.
Really?
She likes it because it has so many flakes. You can see
Yeah.
there's so many flakes like in the
Yeah,
sun.
it's definitely the pearl in it is nice.
We went through everything, like even like on the lights, like they were kind of sitting a little bit inside, like on the bumper. We actually built supporting brackets to actually bring the lights out to make it fit like it's OEM. Wheels are called Skoll. They're a sister company to Brixton, which actually they built the wheels for like my McLaren as well too. But this is kind of their more retro line.
Yeah.
So maybe some of the non-exotic cars can go this route, and
Yeah.
it's the shapes and the lips, the step lips, and even
Yeah.
this negative offset,
Yeah.
things like that.
The dish look, it fits this car. You have the dish, then the step lip, like it looks good. What size are the wheels?
The wheels are 21 inch by 12 and a half width in the rear.
Okay.
The front is 21 by 11s. Everybody here does 20s, but I
Yeah.
said, oh, F that, let's just go like the extra mile and then fill that up. And then, so you can see there's like very little gap when it's kind of aired out.
No, it looks good. So as far as suspension, what are you running?
Airx digital suspension, it's pretty good. I mean, I still take the car. I drive it still.
Yeah.
It's extra clean because it just came off of that Hot Import Nights show. But I drive it definitely through the twisties, and it feels good.
Why Airx over like Airlift?
Airlift and all that. Traditionally, they're kind of like the more reliable one, is what I'm saying. Like you can still
Okay.
track it.
Yeah.
Like even that dude, Mad Mike, dude, he does some crazy stuff with his. He's just running Airx too. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I'm always a little bit iffy about, and I've talked about this before in videos, is like, you go air, and a lot of people are like, oh man, you can't drive the car now.
Yeah.
Have you driven a stock GTR lately?
Yeah, I mean, I had the car for 4 years before I cut it up.
Okay.
It was just time. It was so good, and I just wanted to kind of take it to the next level, try something new.
Yeah, try something different. I love the performance aspect of cars, but also cars are pieces of art too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like you have both sides. You have sometimes that, you know, it's purely built for the track, and you have other times where you can drive the hell out of it, but also it goes to shows.
Yeah,
Because going to a show is a community. You know what I mean? It's a community event. You guys can all look at what you've done to your car and say, hey, this is my version of the GTR. Did you cut up the stock front bumper, or is this a completely
new?
Okay, so does the Liberty Walk have a different front bumper?
For the Type 2.
Okay.
And
so
the sides.
were these all parts of it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we painted all that gloss black. A lot of people just wrap it, honestly. But then when you wrap it, you can see all the imperfections.
Yeah.
In it.
Well, you kind of have to, like, these kits are meant to be modified before they go on.
But it's exactly like you said. I didn't want the car to just look good on Instagram, and then you see it, and then it looks like crap.
Oh, you added the fog lights too, right?
Actually, that's part of the kit.
Oh, really? It comes with the lights too?
Those LEDs, yeah.
Interior is fairly stock, right?
It is, but I did, get the, the upgraded hand-stitched leather.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy a GTR right away because, like, I thought the 09s and 12s and all that, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all. And they kept improving it more and more and more. They keep doing that. I mean, the car's it's still coming out new now, and 15 is kind of the apex between, like, pricing and the improvement.
Well, I guess when it first came out, they were just marketing just performance. You know what I mean? That was their
thing, yeah.
Let's go ahead and pop the hood.
So one thing, and I remember I was watching Jay Leno's Garage. He points upon this too. One thing they haven't improved upon or did anything about is it still has a stick.
You gotta love it.
The car, it's like 630 at the wheels, so I guess 25% drivetrain loss, maybe like 850, something around there.
Yeah. We can't really see too much of the bolt-ons, right? Because
I mean, you see, like, there's the blow-off valves, there's the Cobb intakes. Injectors are actually over there, and fuel pumps too. So it's kind of, the car is actually very, it's a heavy car, engines in the front, but they kind of move a lot of like the all-wheel drive and things like that in the rear, so they kind of try to distribute the weight more evenly.
Makes sense.
So some stuff is here, some stuff is there.
Did Stanislav build this car?
Stanislav did parts of it.
Okay.
I also worked with another company in Pleasanton called Cartoons.
Okay.
And then another one, like I said, tuned it. Called Linny.
Got it. Yeah.
And he's in England.
How did he tune?
Oh, so you do data logs.
Oh, okay.
You do polls, data logs, and you shoot it over, and then even on the transmission control unit, like it has this thing called like a learn mode. So it kind of records how you're driving for the last half an hour to program that into the automatic mode.
That's insane.
For like how you like to downshift, how you like to upshift,
No
all
way.
that. So it's kind of recreates it. It takes like 10 minutes because it's like kind of calculating like what you were doing for the last whatever half an hour.
Does it continually learn all the time?
There's a mode to set.
Okay.
Like if you want to change. Because sometimes people just like to save gas and it just goes like whatever.
Yeah.
You're going 30 miles per hour. It's already in 6th gear and then it just feels like crap.
Yeah.
Which I don't. I like it to kind of hold the gears, make it feel kind of like a manual.
Yeah.
Those are tools that kind of work with the car that are continuously developing and they keep making the car better. That's why I still have fun with it. I still have a ton of fun with it. I know plenty of guys that sold their cars or they went to like whatever McLarens or.
Do you feel after going from the McLaren to this, you don't feel like you don't feel like you're going to something? Okay,
It's weird that now this car feels analog, where before they were saying like it was so whatever computerized.
Coming from that, you're saying? Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, with this wide body kit, it definitely turns a few heads here and there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
All right, man. Well, let's get some driving in. good one, man. Guys, back at the room. It's been a long day. It's 11:45. We started at 9. But that's a wrap for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Catch you guys in the next one.